Okay. Now we're
Now
back
we're
with weather. Now we're back. And it is very chilly out there. I just went out to move my car a little bit closer, and I was like, okay, 1 minute is enough to be outside, I think.
Yeah. I think if I was given a nickel for every time I've mentioned how cold, chilly, or any other word for cold, I'd have a really good dinner set up.
You'd have a great dinner. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what we've been talking about for the past several days, but because it's been so notable. Like, look at some of these high temperatures for today. Our normal high temperature is 40, and we got to 36 in Portland, 32 in Augusta, 36 in Bangor, 44 in Calais, and this was considered a warmer day in this stretch, but it didn't necessarily feel that way because of how windy it was. Got to 40-mile-per-hour winds in Portland, 31-mile-per-hour in Augusta, 30 in Bangor and Bar Harbor, and it's going to continue to be windy throughout the day tomorrow. We did have a mixture of sun and clouds earlier. Right now we're seeing a little bit of cloud cover through areas of northern and central Maine, but we're not going to have too much cloud cover to contend with during the day tomorrow. Overnight low temps will be dropping down into the teens, and it's still going to be fairly breezy overnight tonight, so those feels like temperatures will be in the single digits, even below zero in some spots in northern Maine. Some sunshine during the day tomorrow, but it's going to be even colder than it was today and just as windy, so those feels like temperatures, those wind chills are going to be very cold during the day tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we start out the day with some sunshine, but we start to increase our cloud cover in the late morning to early afternoon ahead of a very weak warm front that could bring us a couple of flurries in the afternoon on Saturday, but not expecting much precipitation really at all there. So during the day tomorrow, wind gusts upwards of 35, even 40 miles an hour at times. So our wind chill temperatures will start out the day in the single digits, getting into the teens by the time we get to midday. Just another very chilly day. And then we have that warm, very weak warm front that comes in on Saturday. Again, we could see a couple of flurries around. And then a larger system passes to our south on Sunday. So areas of southern Maine, particularly along the coastline, may see some light snow showers or snow flurries. The storm will actually become much stronger to our south and east, likely bringing a lot of snow to Nova Scotia and the Atlantic Maritimes. But here in Maine, you might see just an increase in cloud cover or some of those snow showers. So the snow that we saw yesterday might create some interest in some skiing or snowboarding. So if you're going to be hitting the slopes tomorrow, I do worry a little bit about the lifts because of how windy it's going to be. We'll have a mixture of sun and clouds, and it'll be even colder than it was today. High temperatures in the 20s, feels like temperatures in the teens and single digits. Saturday, sunshine in the early morning, clouds in the afternoon. High temperatures will be in the upper 20s. It'll also be less windy on Saturday. And then Sunday will be the cloudiest day of the stretch, a little bit colder once again. And then some flurries, much more likely closer to the coast, but perhaps a few around in the mountains. So marine forecast sees 6 to 9 feet. We have a gale warning in effect. So for the 7-day forecast, again, we just sort of talked about the next couple days, but it's going to be windy and cold tomorrow, and then a couple flurries possible on Saturday. Best chance of flurries over the weekend would be southern Maine on Sunday. And then temperatures crash again as we get into the beginning of next week. High temperatures only in the 20s, but there's a little bit of a warm up in that 7-day forecast, particularly Wednesday into Thursday. We have not hit 40 degrees since sometime in November. I don't know the exact date, Amanda, off the top of my head, but it has not been in the month of December. So we'll be warming up a little bit in the next 7 days or so.
It's definitely been a minute.
It's been a minute.
All right, Dana, thank you.